Welcome to the second installment of our E-Rate video series. I'm Tracy Earnhart, Product Manager for Extreme Networks and the E-Rate Program Champion with Jenne Incorporated. Today we'll discuss the E-Rate service provider process, program requirements, and what you need to do to successfully position your company to win bids. Before you begin, it is essential to understand all of the eligible products and services for the E-Rate program. Eligible products and services can change each funding year. Category 1 services include data transmission and internet access and voice services. Category 2 includes internal connections, managed internal broadband services, and basic maintenance of internal connections. Be sure to set up your E-Rate Productivity Center or EPIC online account on the USAC website. You must have a designated account administrator to manage the account. EPIC is a vital resource where you will file program forms, receive notifications, find open certified Form 470 bid requests, and maintain a variety of essential activities. You can contact the USAC Client Service Bureau at 888-203-8100 to set up an account. Current account holders can simply log in from the EPIC link provided below this video. Once you've established your EPIC account, you will need to obtain a 498 ID, previously known as SPIN. A 498 ID is required to participate in the E-Rate program. Your first step is to complete the FCC Form 498 on the USAC website. Detailed instructions for completion and submission are provided with the form. The purpose of this form is to gather contact, remittance, and payment information for service providers. USAC will then provide a username and password for online access to the e-file system, where you can update company information, manage user permissions, and view or approve certain applicant forms. Download any of the required documents from the USAC Forms link provided below this video. Now that you've obtained your 498 ID, you can prepare for Step 2, Responding to Bids. You can find bid requests in EPIC under the Actions tab using the Search and Export Certified FCC Forms 470 tool. We will provide more details on using this tool in our third video, Understanding E-Rate Basics. Today we'll focus on your role as a service provider. Your actions must never compromise the E-Rate bidding process. You must never consult, prepare, sign, or post an applicant's Form 470. Gifts are prohibited and considered bribery under program regulations and could lead to negative consequences. Even small offerings are restricted. If applicant information is insufficient to submit a responsive bid, you may contact the applicant to ask questions. Correspondence must be personalized and related to each FCC Form 470 and RFP if one is included. Avoid sending generic email requests or business solicitations. Step 3 is all about closing the deal. You've carefully followed E-Rate's rules of engagement and positioned your company for winning the bid. Service providers can provide applicants with several types of agreements, including contracts under tariff, 1 or more years along with voluntary extensions, and month-to-month arrangements. Legally binding contracts are required, and once an agreement is signed, the services must be honored. You must file an FCC Form 473, known as the Service Provider Annual Certification or SPAC form. This document validates your compliance with the E-Rate program rules and must be filed for each year that services are provided. Now that you have won the bid, you may assist the applicant with information for Item 21 of their Form 471 to request the funds for the project. This is the only information you can provide for this form. The bulk template forms found on the USAC website are very useful tools for completing this information. It's important to note that the discounted services for the funding year cannot begin before July 1st, the start of the funding year. Information on exceptions such as recurring services and component installations is available on the USAC website Service Provider Process page. Step 4 prepares you for the final stages to begin servicing your new customer. Here are some key points to keep in mind. Providers and applicants are sent a Funding Commitment Decision Letter, or FCDL, which details commitments for the requested services. USAC does not dispense this document until eligibility has been validated, and grants may be reduced if an applicant is found to be out of compliance during all or part of the funding year. Applicants are required to file the FCC Form 486, ensuring that program requirements can be achieved. Applicants who have received the FCDL can file before the start of services. However, Form 486 must be filed no later than 120 days after the service start date or date of the submitted FCDL, whichever is later in the process. Now you are ready for Step 5, Invoicing. 2 methods of invoicing are available for service providers and applicants under the E-rate program. Option 1 requires applicants to file an FCC Form 472, known as the Billed Entity Applicant Reimbursement, or BARE form. This record affirms that the service provider has been paid in full for services and requests reimbursement for the discount amount. Option 2 requires service providers to file the FCC Form 474 Service Provider Invoice, or SPI form. This option is advantageous if you have billed the applicant for their share of the non-discounted amount and are seeking reimbursement for the program discount. Agreement for the invoicing method should be your final phase for the E-rate program, but occasionally timelines may not always line up. Sometimes a correction, change, or deadline extension is needed. Information on these or other activities beyond the standard application process can be found on the USAC website under the Before You're Done section. You'll find a direct link to this web resource below this video for further assistance. In conclusion, participating in the E-rate program is advantageous for you as well as K-12 schools and libraries. The products and services your company provides may be the perfect fit for participating applicants. Applicants can take advantage of E-rate program discounts, and you can win profitable projects with this timely opportunity. Please feel free to contact me personally for further insight regarding the E-rate program and how it can benefit your business. From Jenne, your experts in technology and distribution, I'm Tracy Earnhart, Product Manager for Extreme Networks and your key contact for the E-rate program.